morning, yogis. What time is it? Yay. Please check in. Please, I'm going to try and really encourage people to just check in, let me know you're here. Thank you, honey. As summer goes on, again, I know people are busy, and I'm just trying to understand if people want these classes, if they're enjoying them, and who's participating in them, so that I know this love and investment and time that I'm putting into it is being received, and that you're wanting me to continue. So it's just important to me, as I do consider this a little bit of a two-way street. So thank you. Hi, Tim and Honey. Thank you for checking in. So as we begin, I have a blanket to sit up on. If that works for you, grab one. I also have 2 blocks, and let's get going. Happy, what day is it? Sunday. I thought yesterday was Sunday, so I've been all kind of out of sorts. So as we begin, just drop in Sukhasana, this easy seat, right? Not so easy for some, it's okay. And just allow yourself to drop in. Maybe rock the sit bones a little bit more if you need, and just find this foundation of your practice through Sukhasana. And just notice wherever you are, right? This beautiful morning, this beautiful Sunday, just allowing ourselves to embrace it, to take it in and nourish it, right? This one life that we've been given, each day is an opportunity to nourish it, love it, and take it more deeply into our hearts. So important to me to embrace these days. And some days that's more difficult than others, right? Life comes at us, and it can be difficult to kind of calm yourself and be in a place of loving kindness, be in a place where you take in all that is and place it into your heart. Also important to allow yourself to release, right, those parts of ourselves, our lives that no longer serve us, whether it be people or things or food. I love the conversation of food. I truly eliminated so many types of food from my diet, only to really embrace my health, right? It's no particular diet. It's just self-care of how I feel and what doesn't make me feel good, like red peppers. Sweet red peppers, as yummy as they are, don't make me feel good. So I don't have them in my diet, and I feel better as a result, right? So many levels of this practice of yoga, from, again, food and relationships and personal relationship with ourselves. And we get an opportunity here on this mat to watch and observe and look at all of that with a loving heart, right? With loving kindness. And so as we drop in this morning, maybe just look at yourself, look at whatever thoughts are wandering around. Notice them. Feel them. Notice maybe why they keep arising, whatever they may be. And then those are the thoughts that maybe are not truth, right? Those that you can release immediately. Maybe a conversation of the past. Maybe a conversation of negativity towards yourself. Please let them go. And this week, I've been working with the Sepana mudra of the hands, and I'd like us to come into that now. So Sepana, also that sort of Charlie's Angel mudra of the hands. We're going to take the index fingers and thumbs, touching them while we interlace the other 3 fingers around each other. Now I know often we keep these thumbs out, kind of that Charlie's Angel look, but I want you to take these thumbs and I want you to push them into the index fingers, right? And then gather all that together, right? The hands kind of squeezing together, and then just let them drop down onto your heart space, right? And then just drop your head down as you bow in. And again, as we observe our practice, observe ourselves through this loving practice. Today, just allowing us to pour out or release negative thoughts, negative energies, negative samskaras of our past, creating space for new, creating space in our hearts to bring in more goodness and follow our truth more deeply, giving us space of courage. Follow the breath here, keeping the mudra of the hands. It's strong. It's a strong mudra. As you kind of feel the hands squeezing together, not locking together, you can feel the belly drawing in and up, the waist getting a little bit longer. And with our heads bowed down, there's also that humbleness of it all, right? Take another breath here. Good. And again, just stay with this breath. Really focus. This is the practice. This is the work right now. One more. Beautiful. And then from here, lift the belly in and up a little bit more and begin to take this mudra, these hands up through your center line, reaching them to the sky, and you're getting some nice reach into the side body. Let the shoulders melt down the back of the body. Take a nice inhale here, and then exhale over to the right as you breathe into the left side of your body. Take your time now. Maybe that head gaze goes up towards that left inner elbow, or maybe it stays neutral or down. Make it about you. 2 more breaths here. Feel the reach, not the force. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to come back through to center. I want you to bring these hands back down to your heart center, keeping that mudra. And we're going to keep the index finger and the thumbs out, but we're going to take and switch these 3 fingers and just take them over 1. It's going to feel very funny. I want you to connect to the awkwardness of that. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more. Beautiful. Now from here, begin to lift the belly in and up. Take the hands back up through that center line. Slow, connected, right? Take your breath. And then begin to take this over to the left. Belly button lifts in and up as we reach over to the left. And look, I'm long. I'm not collapsing into it. There's a nice length into the lower back and a nice length between the pubic bone and the navel. Stay with the breath. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Squeezing out negativity, moving more into your truth as we let go and create space in our hearts for new. And then from here, releasing these hands. We're going to take them out towards a T, finding that nice T. Take a breath here. Inhale. And then with the exhale, we're going to take the arms behind us, like we're going to kind of dive into a pool. The palms, not the palms, are going to turn inward. The shoulders are going to melt, and we're going to lean forward a little bit. Find that space into the hips, into the lower back. Belly button lifting in and up. Neck is long. Just fly a little bit here. Feel the breath. Come back to the breath. Ujjayi pranayama, that practice of breathing in and out through the nose, a slight restriction into the back of the throat, calming us, focusing us. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Now, take these hands, bring them down onto the earth in front of you, and walk out. Yeah, so just check which leg is in front, and just remember that for when we switch. And I'm going to walk off screen a little bit, so maybe you walk out further and just drop in here. Up to you. I don't want this stressing the knees, so find that space that's balanced, that's kind. Feel the breath. Take 2 more. Feel the whole breath, opening the hips, the lower back. One more breath. Beautiful. Draw the belly in and tuck the chin a little bit and roll yourself back up. And we're going to take the hands behind us, fingertips facing forward. We're going to lift the knees, feet together. So a nice modified boat pose. Lift the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. And just focus here. Keep lifting. You might even lift up onto the fingertips and get that heart a little bit more lifted. And that energy of the inner thighs, not just the hip flexors. Focus here. Find the breath. Open the heart for 2. Find the breath for 1. And then as you come back to Sukhasana, take the opposite leg in front and find your seat again. You should feel your heartbeat has risen a little bit, maybe a little heat in your body. That's all sweet, good stuff. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Take your breath. One more breath here. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take, again, these hands, finding our mudra, right? Sepana. And allowing that energy to begin to kind of squeeze it in, right? Drawing in, lifting the pelvic floor. And just pause there, let the head bow down again. Noticing inside of us maybe the conversations of how we speak to ourselves, how negativity might be hiding within us, and face it and then release it, right? Squeeze it out with your strength. One more breath here. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take these hands again, bring them through our center line, reaching them up to the sky. Shoulders melt down the back of the body. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Get that nice stretch. Now, take a little feel into your hands, noticing which finger is on top with those 3, that habitual behavior. And then from here, let that bottom hand release. Take an inhale and exhale into your nice classic seated side stretch. Good. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Now from here, we're going to take that top arm back up to the sky. So you've kind of got the arms reaching away from each other. Lift the belly in and up. Come back to a T. So take your space. And then bring these hands back together, revisiting your mudra and switching those 3 fingers. So take that awkwardness of the 3 fingers. Draw the thumbs into the index fingers. Take a breath. Inhale. And then exhale over to the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. 1 more. And then bring this bottom hand down to the earth. Capture an inhale and exhale into your side stretch. Should feel really nice, not forced. Just curious as you open up your body. Good. Take a breath. Beautiful. Now from here, that top arm, it's going to reach kind of the fingertip to fingertip energy, collarbone spread. Lift the belly in and up, and then come back up. Find that T. Take a breath here. Inhale. And with the exhale, we're going to take the arms behind us again. Palms facing towards each other. Shoulders melt away. Feel the length, lower back and belly. And then from here, interlace the hands behind you. And again, please find that Sepana, right? Pointer, index fingers, thumb together, pushing in. Shoulders melt and lengthen here. Open up the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Get more reach. Squeeze out. Feel your strength here. We don't need negativity. 1 more breath. And then controlled, you're going to release the hands and place them down onto the earth in front and then walk out, right? Different leg in front. Notice that. Good. Just take your time. Watching your knees. You can always sit a little higher. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths here. Maybe a little further. 1 more breath. Love it. Now from here, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, and just kind of slide yourself back up. And again, we're going to move into that boat pose. So hands come behind. We're going to lift these knees up or keep them down, up to you. And maybe you lift the fingertips. Maybe you take the arms out in front, or if you want to challenge it more, out to the side. Find what's right. Keep trying to really lift out of that belly, right? Out of that spine. Take your breath for 3 and 2 and 1. Stay for the 1. Beautiful. Now from here, bring the feet down onto the earth and roll over your knees. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Breathe in and out. First downward facing dog. Get some nice movement into your body. Yeah, just feel as you kind of shift your hips side to side, maybe. Whatever it is for you, just kind of let your own body awaken in however it likes. You might even slide through to a plank, revisit downward dog. Let's take a nice moment here to embrace the morning. And then from here, find that dog. So settle into it a little bit more. Pushing through the hands, right? So not forceful, but the pointer finger and middle finger are really kind of cupping into the earth, and there's an external rotation, like you're trying to open 2 big jars of pickles or something. The elbow creases are kind of turning in towards the temples, and the shoulders are melting down the back of the body. Feel the belly button kind of lifting in and up, and then spread the sit bones as you drop down into the heels. Take a nice breath here. Inhale, and exhale down into the heels. Beautiful. Inhale. Now come through to that plank. Exhale. Stay in this plank. Nice and strong. Knees can always come down. Honor your practice. Inhale, and exhale. And again. And that exhale. Beautiful. Find a nice inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Wave now into that plank. Lower down halfway or all the way. Coming right to it. Your practice. Lifting upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take your time here. As you settle, just pause, open up. 1 more breath. From here, we're going to take this left hand and we're just going to wrap it maybe around the thigh, the calf, maybe as low as the ankle. We're going to lengthen and then take a little gaze under that right arm. So a big stretch into the backs of the legs. So if you need to soften the knees, just do that, please. We're lifting through the navel, and then we're just breathing into the sensations, staying calm for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release that hand. Again, take a nice inhale, flow through to your plank. Exhale, lower as you like. Cobra or upward dog. Downward facing dog. And reestablishing that dog, getting nice and settled into it. Take another breath here. And then as we come to the other side, that right hand wrapping around that left thigh or calf or ankle. Grow long a little bit in that spine. Draw the navel in, gaze under that left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slow, placing that right hand onto the earth. Find another inhale, come through to that plank. Lower down halfway or all the way. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. What a way to start, right? Take your breath there. Inhales and exhales. 1 more. Beautiful. Now from here, very slow and controlled, we're going to bring the knees down to the earth. Keep the toes curled. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, hollow out to your cat. And again, inhale to that cow. Heart opens, tail lifts. Exhale, hollow out into that cat. Last one, inhale to that cow. And exhale, hollow out to that cat. From here, just sit back onto the heels, right? Walking the hands back or keeping them onto the earth or whatever. If you like to sit up, come deeper, you can. Get those quad muscles with the heart open. And just pause there. Just let yourself settle wherever you are. So hands can remain onto the earth or you can sit up here. 3 more breaths, yeah? It can be a little intense, so I just want you to find that balance, right? Not forcing this shape. So if you need to sit up a little bit and come back down. Beautiful, 1 more breath. Love it. If you're sitting up, walk the hands out. We all come to that tabletop, maybe a little tap. And then from here, we're going to take this right arm and we're going to reach it out to the side. So look, I'm not opening up awkwardly. I'm keeping it to the side, that T we found. Lots of core here. Take a breath, inhale. And then slide that right arm behind your left wrist and kind of take that little twist. Inhale, take it back to that T. Exhale, take it behind, belly draws in. Last one, inhale. Beautiful. Now exhale, take it behind that left wrist and we're going to slowly make our way down, bringing this right shoulder, kind of tucking it under onto the earth. Yeah? And just kind of get this awkward shape here. This left arm can always reach long or even over to the right or wrap into your lower back, taking a little bit more of a twist. You can always take that left leg behind you and kind of gently nuzzle into that right shoulder a little bit more. Just watch you don't fall over. Take another breath. And again, they stretch into the shoulder blades. And then slowly, wherever you are, begin to move out of it and take this right arm back out to the side and then bring it back down, tabletop position. And just notice how you feel. And then coming to the other side. So that left arm reaches out to the side, get that core, and reach it behind you as you exhale. Inhale, take it out to the side. Exhale, belly draws in. 1 more. Inhale, reach it to that T. Exhale, take it out to the side. And this is where we find our space, just kind of lowering down. Kind of tucking that shoulder under, getting a nice little bit of space in there. And then maybe that top arm reaches long. Maybe it reaches over. Maybe it comes into your lower back. Maybe that back leg. All these different options. Find what's right for you. And then breathe into that left shoulder blade. Whatever feels right. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. 1 more. Love it. Now, as we slowly come out of the shape, both hands revisit the earth. Take a pause. Just notice all of that space you might have found. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Yeah, shoulders should have some new life to them. And then from here, take a nice breath. Soften the knees, gaze goes forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Slide to that half lift, so hands maybe to the shins. Melt Uttanasana. And then pause here. Maybe the feet even come a little bit wider. This first standing forward fold. Just let yourself feel it. Maybe opposite elbows. Maybe the arms dangle. Whatever feels right to you, just take that. Take a few breaths here. I'm rocking side to side. Kind of opening up the backs of the legs, the lower back, the shoulders, the neck. Two more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slide into that half lift again. Get that nice extra length. Melt Uttanasana. And then from here, root to rise all the way out and up. And as you reach for the sky, again, let's find our mudra, Sepana. Index fingers out, thumbs out. Draw that energy together. Take a breath here. Inhale, nice and long. Stay for the exhale. Just squeeze everything in. Take another breath, inhale. And then take this over to the right on that exhale. Nice and strong. Inhale back through to center. Exhale over to the left. Beautiful. Inhale back through center. Keep the hands as they are. We're going to exhale back. A first nice little back bend here. Take your time. Beautiful. Inhale out in front. And exhale. Draw it all in. Feel your strength. And let the breath also soften you and keep you grounded. One more breath here. Beautiful. And we're going to come into some sun salutations. So just some nice classical salutations. Take a nice inhale. Sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Half lift, lengthen, and step back to your plank, exhaling. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, lower down as you like. Lifting cobra, upward dog. And finding your downward facing dog. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Beautiful. Soften the knees. Take the gaze forward. Step or hop. Lengthen as you around. And melt Uttanasana. And root to rise. Inhale all the way out and up. Palms together at the top. We're going to dive back. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. And now plant the hands, step or hop back, finding your plank. Lowering down. Lifting upward dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. And again, we just settle into the breath. Focusing inward, right? Noticing how we tend to be in these shapes, right? Sometimes we just kind of cling and hold on to that kind of misery of this practice, right? But can you let go of that and just kind of reach a little deeper? Feeling that strength as you push through the arms, spreading the sit bones, melting down into the heels, right? And relaxing into it, relaxing into your strength. Soften the knees, gaze forward, and again, spring and lengthen. Melt Uttanasana. Inhale all the way out and up. Palms together at the top. One more time. Exhale. Forward fold. Half lift, we lengthen. Planting the hands, maybe stepping or hopping as you lower. And lift. And downward facing dog. Good. Take your breath. And again. Really nice. Now from here, bring the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to take this right leg out behind us. Stay flexed into that right foot. Push through the hands. I want you to stack the hips and open up. Look, the legs are long. We're in this kind of big upside down V. Inhale, exhale. Feel the shape. Now bend that right knee and kind of reach that right heel towards your left sit bone and open a little bit more. Should feel good. And then on the next inhale, extend that leg long. And with the exhale, knee to that left elbow. Inhale, take it back long. And to that right elbow. Almost resting it there. Inhale, take it back. And then step it through. Finding that lunge. Hello, lunge. Heel to crown of head. Get that nice space within you. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. And on your exhale, left knee comes down to the earth. Should feel good. And then from here, we're going to take these arms and we're going to reach them out in front. Get that nice energy. And take another breath. And on your next inhale, reach longer. And with the exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace them, find our mudra, Sepana. Shoulders melt down the back of the body. And then from here, we're just going to bow in a little bit, maybe to the inside of that right leg. And just feel for 2. And 1. And then release the arms, sweep them up to the sky. And exhale as you open your heart. Nice lunge here. Find your breath. And again. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. And then with the exhale, hands are going to come down, right? And we're going to extend this right leg long, coming into Hanumanasana, this half Hanumanasana. You can always take it deeper. I find the hardest part about going deeper is getting out of it. So whatever feels right to you. So just set it up and move into it. So half split, play with it. Maybe you go a little deeper. Find your breath. Stay for 2. Stay for 1. And begin to make your way out of it if you came deeper. I've been practicing my splits, so I'm just playing with it. Lift that left knee and step back. Plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down your way. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Settle in. Feels good. One more breath. Beautiful. Feet come a little bit closer together. That left leg lifts out behind you. Flex the foot. Stay square for a moment. And then slowly begin to stack the hips. That left leg is long. And just open this up. So reaching from the hands to the foot. One more breath. And then take and bend this left knee, letting that left heel reach towards the right sit bone. Open it a little bit more. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg goes long. And then exhale, cross your body to that right elbow. Inhale, take it back. And exhale to that left elbow. Pause. Inhale, take it back. And exhale, step this left foot through. And we're in that lunge. Settle and calm yourself. One more breath. Beautiful. Find that next inhale. Bring that right knee down on the exhale. And just pause there. And then from here, reach the arms out in front. Feel that nice energy through the waist. 2 more. Stay with it. Focus these legs, this length in the spine, your strength, your breath softening you. Next exhale, bring the arms behind you. Interlace the hands, mudra, Sepana. Squeeze out that doesn't serve you. Let go of scars of the past. One more breath. Sorry, bow your head. Beautiful, and then sweep the arms up, finding this nice Anjali-asana, this nice knee down lunge, heart opens. And again, breathing. One more breath. Inhale as you come up, and exhale, reach nice and long with the arms, bringing them down, and then slide back. So again, Hanumanasana, half Hanumanasana, whatever feels right to you. And just take your time exploring it. Left sit bone reaches back, right hip forward. If you're taking it deeper, remember you can always slide a block underneath, or 2 or 3 underneath that left hip or sit bone. As I said, always kind of getting into it for me is easier than getting out of it, especially with these sticky mats. So wherever you are, make it yours. Take a few more breaths. Two more. And one more. Again, coming out of wherever you are, reestablishing that lunge. Knee lifts on the right side and step back plank. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale as you like, lower. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Exhale out through the mouth if you like, just kind of cooling the body, letting go of any energy inside you that's kind of stewing or brewing, that's not positive. Let it out. One more breath. Soften the knees, take the gaze forward and step or hop. Lengthen and melt. Uttanasana. And root. Actually, you know what? Stay here for a second. I want you to take and draw in. Yeah, love this one. Taking the hands again, finding that mudra behind your legs, so arms wrap around. Index fingers, thumb out. Draw all of this in. Get a little bit of length on an inhale. And then on the exhale, go a little deeper. And we're going to stay for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Beautiful. Softly release the arms and just pause for a moment. Half lift just to get a nice length in the spine. Melt Uttanasana and Rucharas. All the way out and up. Palms together. And exhale into your heart center. And just breathe here, settle. Taking 2 breaths. Taking 1 breath. Love it. Now, from here, coming into Utkatasana, fierce pose. We're going to take and sit into our chair. Find the space. The weight is a little bit more into the back of the heels. Always got to do a chair pose. Feel that nice length in the spine. Arms reaching long. Maybe you sit a little lower, but it's not about that. It's about that sort of balance, that equalness from heels to fingertips. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Capture the next inhale. And then sit low, fold low, and then exhale. Half lift as we grow long. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. Coming right to it, right leg is going to lift behind us, and we're going to step it through between the hands. Finding that space here, that nice lunge. Left heel is going to come down onto the mat, that warrior 1 footing. And then from here, nice and slow, we're going to take these arms, reach them behind us, palms to facing each other. Take your breath. Inhale. Bring those hands together again, our mudra. Find it, please. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Focus, nice and strong. Back foot to crown of head. And then inhale, we're going to come up. Keep these arms. Exhale, open up that heart. Really feel the space that's coming into your body. Take another breath here. Inhale. And then we're going to come back down, but this time, moving into that humble warrior, reach nice and long, but then let your hands lift off the back, and let yourself kind of come to the inside of that right knee. Take your breath. You can always release these arms, so don't let this kind of stress your shoulders. Take another breath. 1 more, you've got this. Love it. And then from here, slowly release these hands either side of that right foot. And we're going to take that left foot, step it in a little bit, and then lengthen this front leg. Yeah? So shift around a little bit. Get that breath. Inhale. And melt in. Exhale. Right sit bone reaching back, left hip reaching forward. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Should feel good. Now, from here, we're just going to take and walk out and come into a standing split. So, as we find nice evenness into this right foot, we're lifting the left leg, but the hips are staying even. My left leg does not go very high. So again, just find what's right for you. Don't judge it. And you might take this right hand, wrap it around the back of that right leg, and draw in a little bit further. You might play with wrapping both hands around, coming into that balance, lifting the pelvic floor. Take another breath. Nice and focused, nice and strong. 1 more. Beautiful. Hands separate from the leg, and we're going to come back to that lunge, right? Good, hands down. Take a breath, inhale, and step back. Woo, plank. Inhale, shift forward, and lower down. Your flow, or leave it out. Remember, we don't have to do all of this. Downward facing dog. Settle in. What a practice, right? One way to take on your Sunday. Take a nice inhale. Maybe exhale out. 1 more like that if you like. Beautiful, and here we go. Left leg, it's going to reach out behind you. Find that space, reach long. Take a nice inhale, and then step that left foot through on that exhale. Crown of head nice and long. And then bring that right heel down to the earth, that warrior 1 footing. So nice setup, toes turn to about 2 o'clock. Get that length. So I want that energy from that back foot, that kind of outer edge, and to the crown of the head. Take a breath, and then slowly bring these arms behind you. And as you do, I want you to just take a pause. Beautiful. Then wrap those hands behind you. Sepana. Again, we keep visiting this all week. So kind of squeezing the hands together, but also feel that all the way through your body, from the feet to the legs, to the pelvic floor, spine, heart, crown of head. Take your breath. Let the shoulders melt. Let the heart be open. 1 more breath here. And then slow and controlled, begin to lift yourself up. Yeah, and exhale as you arrive. Yes, nice and strong. And take another breath. And with your next exhale, begin to reach forward as we come back down. A little bit of that humble warrior as we gently twist to the inside. Let the head go and arms reach off the back. Now, if you like, again, you can release these arms. You don't have to keep them. I don't want you pulling on the shoulders to get this shape, but feeling, again, you're reaching into it. 2 more breaths. Stay with it, containing and squeezing out all this energy. 1 more. Beautiful. Arms then begin to release either side of that left foot. And then we're going to begin to extend this left leg long. Right foot can step in a little bit. Inhale. Melt into it. Exhale. Take your time. Find the breath here. You can always shift a little bit if that feels right. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. And then slowly, we're going to walk these hands out. You can always bring the blocks in to do this. And coming into our standing split. That right hip stays down. It's not opening. So we're not opening it to get it really high. We want to use the nice pelvic floor to lift it a little higher. And then hands can walk in. You might take that left hand to just kind of wrap around and draw yourself in a little bit more. whatever it is for you. You might play with taking that right hand as well and wrapping it around. I always make like a little tripod with my fingers. Whatever it is you're playing with, practicing with. Good. Just take a few more breaths. Beautiful. And then as we release, both hands come either side of that left foot. That back foot comes down into that lunge. Take a breath, inhale. Step back through your flow. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Find your breath here. Really nice. And just tap in again to that goodness, that strength inside you as we squeeze out that doesn't serve us. I'm just making room for all that's new, all that's good. One more breath here. Love it. And then from here, we're going to come through. Knees are going to come down to the earth and slide into your child's pose. Maybe let these arms wrap around and really just roll yourself into a little ball. And just protect yourself, right? But also just love on yourself, right? Good. Take a few breaths. And just feel as you wrap yourself up. After releasing energy of negativity and exposing and opening our heart, we also just wrap ourselves up, keeping ourselves safe. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then bring your hands down, coming back. We're going to take and wrap these legs. So I'm just going to roll onto my back, but you might wrap your legs around. Good. And then we're going to just take this boat pose. So as you sit tall, find those sit bones and sit back a little bit. So again, you might lift the legs off the earth, lifting that pelvic floor. Arms might reach out. You might take them to the side. It's a little harder. You might extend the legs long. Stay with your breath. I'm always working on the strength of my hips. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. And then slowly begin to roll yourself down. Draw the knees into your chest and give them a little hug. Nice. And then nice and controlled here. Just take a nice inhale and a big exhale, controlled. Draw the knees in a little bit further. Good. Should feel good to be on this earth. And then from here, we're going to take these soles of the feet, bring them down onto the earth. And I'm going to give an option here. We are going to take a bridge pose. We're going to do maybe 3 bridge poses. And if you like, you can always take these bridge poses into wheel. So that becomes an option for you. But again, if you don't have a practice of wheel, I may say don't do it because I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of wheel instruction here because this is a moderate class, but I'm just offering that as an option. So whatever it is for you, we have those nice open shoulders and hips. We're going to start with the feet underneath the knees in line with these hips and just lift yourself up into bridge pose. Knees reaching forward, yeah, like a little tuck of the sit bones under. Let that heart open and just explore. The more we take these sit bones and kind of tuck them under a little bit, the more inner thigh strength, front of the body and back strength. Take your breath. 1 more. Beautiful. And then slowly lower down. That's your bridge pose, right? Just take a pause, maybe rock a little bit. Side to side should feel nice. And then coming back to that bridge pose, or if you like to play with that wheel, you just take the hands, turn the fingertips towards the shoulders, just begin to peel yourself, not your ponytail, off the mat and lift here. And just let yourself explore. Take your breath, elbows trying to kind of draw towards each other. Gaze behind you. And when you're ready, just begin to lower yourself down, lifting the heels. Should feel good. And just rock a little bit, side to side. Good. And then again, if you'd like to take another bridge or another wheel, or you can move into a supported bridge, sliding a block underneath that sacrum, and just let yourself be wherever you need to be, right? So important. If you'd like to, again, try another bridge, even interlacing the hands underneath you, maybe finding Sepana Mudra again, or maybe another practice of wheel, just nice and controlled, nothing forced, whatever it is for you. Wherever you are, just let yourself quiet and come back down. Beautiful. And then from here, just a nice final little bit of movement. We're going to start just from those back bends, drawing the knees in, getting a nice space again into the lower back. Nice massage. And if you like, come into a happy baby. Taking your time. And again, just find the breath. And then from here, coming into a twist. So option, you can cross the legs, taking a rooted twist, or keep the knees stacked side to side. Whatever it is for you. Taking the knees over to one side. Should feel good after the bridge or wheels if you took them. Take another breath here. And then slowly coming back through to center and taking the knees the other side. Again, if you did a rooted twist, switch the legs, stacked knees, just take it the other side. Feel the breath. Two more. Nice release into the back. Beautiful. And then coming back through, letting these knees come back in to your heart center. Should feel good. And from here, we're going to take both legs up to the sky, so hands can come behind. And just let that lower back drop to the earth, belly to spine, spine down to the earth. And just find a little bit of time here to take a few breaths. Beautiful. And then just release the arms. And as we come down, we're going to take the right leg and we're going to begin to lower it, not quickly, but slowly. So we're going to begin to lower it for 8, 7, 6, keep lowering, 5, use the core, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just let that leg melt into the endlessness of the earth. And then coming to that left leg, lowering it for 8, 7, stay strong, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let it lower with that 1, endlessness. Yes, and then take a breath here, inhale, and open up your body and release it, Shavasana. And just feeling that incredible practice as you really just let yourself go, dropping in to this earth, dropping into this kind of raw space of you. And trusting that with this raw openness, that all is well. As we endlessly challenge and push ourselves, but with love, to stay on the path of truth. To honor ourselves, and in honoring ourselves, we can honor those around us. Just follow your breath here, taking about 5 more breaths. Beautiful. And you can stay where you are a little bit longer, of course. Or you might just begin to stretch your arms over your head and stretch your legs long. And you might just kind of roll over to your side, coming into that fetal position. Pausing there, that self-care, that gratitude and thanks for what we do have. And then begin to lift yourself up, roll yourself up to find your seat. Notice how you feel. Notice your practice. And then bringing these palms together at your heart center, palms together, Anjali Mudra, the soft seal. And bow your head down to your heart space. And then just let these fingertips open, almost like a lotus is opening up and flourishing, right? Showing itself to the sun as you open your heart. And then from here, take a nice inhale. Close that lotus on the exhale. And inhale for Om. As we bow to the light that lives inside of me, inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. I hope I hope you enjoyed the practice, and if you're watching or attending, please like me and say hello to me, right? So both ways, two-way streets. Nice to know you're out there and that you're enjoying either watching or practicing. It's all good. You can also find all of these videos that I've been doing since March 15th on my YouTube page at Millbrook Yoga. So it's always available to you, and I'm ever so grateful for you. Thank you.